Hi to all my new subscribers. Welcome to my show where we speak about how to be in the now, in the present moment, and keep our sanity and enjoy our lives and bring who we are into the world and express ourselves fully. So I'm here today kind of expressing the holiday season is upon us. I didn't mean to have a product placement on my right, but apparently I do, which I think I'll remove right now. Um, yeah, and I just wanted to say that it's an exciting time of year. It's a stressful time of year. It's a special time of year. So, what I'd love to share with you today is welcome to my platform. Please go to my all my other online platforms, which include my website, howweheal.site, where you can do an intuitive training with me online and in person on Zoom, which gives us a way to move forward in our lives and express who we really are. I also can be found on healingabody.com. So for anyone who's new, please look me up, follow me, or engage my services. I'm very available to you as a professional intuitive who can help you navigate your own experience. And so today's Navigating the Now will be really focused on the seasonal aspect of what our lives are giving us right now. I like to be able to, especially for new subscribers, to contribute something of value. So, what I want to say about being of value today it would be really helpful to me to tell you how to not get caught up. How do I not get caught up in the stuff that's going on all over the world and also in just my personal life in trying to express my caring for people and the shopping that feels like it's almost an expectation I make of myself. So, yeah, I like to simplify as much as I can. What's behind me are some simplified versions of gifting for very close family members. Don't want to focus too much on the news right now because the news is not uplifting and it doesn't improve my emotional state. I've sort of stayed away from the news for the last few weeks. I've been very much listening to really great music in the morning, sitting in my meditation area, listening to how I feel, letting myself express the feelings, and asking for guidance during the day. So that's how I navigate the now. And I do it every single morning because it's necessary. I've learned that I can really balance better if I find that inner attunement and make connection with it. And I usually am given direction by varieties of things around me, including friends, family, communications that come to me via text or phone calls. Today, there are more texts than there ever were, and phone calls are infrequent. But I really, if I want to connect with someone, I sit with them. So today I had lunch with a friend, and it was satisfying to share in issues that we're having in our lives and really get feedback. Is nothing like it one on one in person. Could I do that in Zoom? I don't know. I don't think I can tell my story very well in a Zoom setting unless I'm guided. So I'm here to guide you today, to share your experiences with very close friends and family, to share what's going on with you so you're not doing it by yourself. The most valuable piece of information I've shared with my adult children is that nothing in life is meant to be done by yourself. The growth we experience is ours, but the way we get there is in community and in with the support of loved ones and friends. And I have zero potential in my experience to have much growth in this life without a lot of guidance. So take advantage of those opportunities in your life to really connect. I saw something on a platform where a woman went to this area of New York City called Bryant Park, where they have this giant bazaar of stores, little outdoor kiosks, very beautifully done with all the holiday regalia. Myself, I'm sporting the mini design tree from the dollar store, which now the $1.25 store. But I'm not. Yeah, this isn't a religious expression by any means. This is just fun holiday lights. Um, so going to that place in Bryant Park, this person talked about, wow, I'm really having an overwhelmed moment here. It's too much. It's exhausting me. It's blowing my mind. What should I get? Why do I want to be here even? It was just a lot of people. Yeah, so if you want to do any holiday shopping or any gifting, go during off times. Go before 10 a.m. if the store is open. Go after 6 p.m. after dinner or dinner time. Make yourself find an ease and flow to to your holiday gifting. I'm grateful this year to be able to not feel a huge amount of pressure to do much. Our family got together. My beautiful adult daughter inspired it and put together an Excel spreadsheet, which we changed was detailed with gifting, little symbols of the gifting season, the red, the green, and all of us contributed 3 or 4 things we were hoping to add to our pile of what we have in life that probably need storage rooms for at this point. So I think doing something like that where you each have a choice of something you really want and keeping it, really relaxed and not, a rush to get something new. I make it a point to buy something ridiculously not perfectly made online. There's a bunch of platforms, and many of them are importing from other countries because it's not about the cost of the gift. It's about just something simple that you thought of for that person. So I'd like to, everyone just like take it easy. Take it easy. Navigating the now in terms of the political spectrum today, I did, of course, read the New York Times cover. I'm just not sure what's going on in the world. There's all the fear mongering and financial gravitas of greed and ridiculousness, and then there's all of us who are not buying that story, don't buy into it, don't want to be part of it, are looking forward to some normalcy in the future. And I am pretty clear intuitively that there will be more normalcy in the future. There have been, an extraordinarily uphill push by, you know, the the largesse of overly stimulated influencers who have huge amounts of funds that have no place taking control of our lives and our culture. So, I'm not a political person. I'm a human who wants to create balance in my life. How do I do that? So, I read this stuff just in the cover of the newspaper online because I need to know what's going on and I need to remember and remind myself I'm very powerless over it. That the things I can do are these like online contributing factors that I do here are the things I can do, and they're not perfect and they're certainly not polished. I don't think I'm a producer or content creator. I'm just being a single human woman, a mature woman who wants to say, we can be together and we will get through this. We will get through this. I did go back to one of my favorite broadcasters, Rachel Maddow, and listen to her, and she was very inspiring because her statements are, "It's about to be over," and I'm holding on to that. And I mean that for everywhere in the world. The equality or the possibility of peace and the generosity that this country may be represented at some point, helping people with less medicine, food, clothing, it's got blown up. So I look at the outside of my country and think, nobody likes us anymore. I don't like us anymore. But that will shift. It will because everything shifts. So my beautiful black cat Poe has joined us today and has been playing with this little tree that sits on the desk. Yeah, so navigating the now, it's a really big balancing act, especially around the holidays. So just take it easy. Maybe make a little drawing for a family member. I want to give the idea that the gift of love and energy are free. You don't have to buy them. You can't buy them, which is fantastic. Um, Behind me on my right is a picture of my parents were my adoptive parents, my mother's mother, who lived on the prairie, Grandma Alice, who I don't think I met. I didn't meet in her lifetime, but she's very much a part of my awakening in my adult life. I've always felt like Grandma Alice follows me and protects me. So if you have somebody you feel that way about, I would put their photograph or their something symbolic about them in your life, in the room you sit in, or in your car, or a photo of that person on your phone. Just bring it close. You need the protection and love that we all need in our lives today. So my cat has been generously biting on the screen while I talk. So I'm moving it for a second. Hopefully we won't be bitten. I won't be have an perforation of the Mac screen. So navigating the now, yes, let's enjoy the holidays, but not get overwhelmed by them. And then it brings me to this is going to be a very short live because I have this would have been my off week, but I felt like it's important to share something to give people guess some content that says we are going to be okay, and no, you don't have to buy a jet plane for your family members to make them feel loved. So the next part of our segment is intuitive or not, this makes no sense. So I'm going to now ask if you want to be on my live stream for members only. You can go to my YouTube channel. You can become a member. You can also DM me and find my name online. You can look me up, Kir Noel, and you will get a cell phone number that is actually mine and my assistant's. And you can say, I want to join your members only club. And for a very, very inexpensive fee of $3.99, you can be invited to Q&A live stream. And I'm happy, happy, happy to do that, especially with new subscribers. Welcome. Share this with your family members and loved ones, and hopefully we bring a little cheer to your life. And I also invite you to DM me and say, I want to talk about this for navigating the now. And I'm very open to doing specific areas of our experience that I'm not covering yet. So any new subscribers, please jump right in and do that. So now here we are. We're going to talk about, the major issue of my levity. I guess this is how I make fun of things in the world, and maybe including me a little bit because I'm kind of silly. I'm like, okay, intuitive or not, this makes no sense. We have a gobbledygook um, president. The expression of his words is all over the map, slurred, incoherent, nonsensical. And we talked about the last president through this particular current president as being um, unable to function. So I know we're already in this place of this similar situation. And why isn't everyone calling that out? I call not nonsense, nonsense. So that's my intuition doesn't need to be present to notice this and say, this makes zero sense. And the response we witnessed, unfortunately, a lot of what I say on this part of the show, intuitive or not, it makes no sense, are related to politics. So I apologize for that. But I really see the truth in this. There's a person is terribly, atrociously, and horrifically murdered with their partner, and I won't name names, but we all know it's a Hollywood person who was an icon of great things that the industry produced. And whether he was politically aligned with the current president, I don't think matters. And the most non-presidential thing you can say was said. So I apologize to the world for that. Wow, that's just not okay. And I want to say that anything could have been said that was better than that. Anything. That's all. That's just it. So I do take a lot of incredible comfort in the late night comedians diving into this. The Stephen Colbert, the Jimmy Kimmel. That's what I watch when I wake up after I look at the cover of the New York Times on my phone or on my Mac. I need to laugh about it. It's just too tragic. So intuitive or not, it makes no sense. And the other piece, I think intuitive or not, it makes no sense. I want to share how I still it amazes me. I live in the countryside. The roads are labeled 30 miles an hour. And invariably, somebody from not a living person who lives here generally is going to rush through these roads and kill animals. And that is just ridiculous. This place was they were here before any of us. We we have a responsibility, but again, people just ignore it. Don't ignore it. All right. we don't know what the next life will bring. If you believe that's possible, there's an animal you will become in your future. So wake up, don't do it anymore, slow down, look, and with your headlights at dusk and dawn, that's when the animals are feeding near the road. Slow down. So, thank you for being here today. Thank you for taking some time out of your busy, busy life to enjoy my humor, my simple and profound expression of intuitive insights to how do we navigate the now. We do it together. That's how we do it. So welcome, and anyone new, yes, write me, DM me. I want Kir Noel to talk about this subject. All right. It could be anything from the weather patterns that are changing to how do we save the dolphins. Anything you want me to share about, I will investigate and have an opinion on as an intuitive. I would love to do that for you. So happy holidays to everyone and enjoy my episode. I will look forward to hearing from you anywhere you find me online. Okay. Have a good night.